Let's Vámonos.
Hi, my name is Joanna Lopez, owner of Texas Premium Financial Services. Are you looking to start or grow your business? Need help managing your finances? I know it can be overwhelming, and that's why I offer CFO services to help make your financial goals a reality. As a CFO, I provide guidance in developing and executing business strategies to ensure that your finances are in order. I bring expertise in accounting, financial strategy, budgeting, financial reporting, and risk management. I specialize in helping small and medium-sized businesses, including startups and early-stage companies, by providing essential advice tailored to the needs of your specific business. Please contact us at 832-990-0403.
Hey everybody, this is Let's Vámonos Live, and we have made it. It is 713 day today. We're super excited. We have a special guest today, Marco from Houston. So for 713 day, him on the pink couch here inside Cameron Ironworks Cargo Vintage Ladies pink couch spot. But before we get started with him, before we bring him on the pink couch, we're going to talk about our wonderful community events and also all the things that I have to share with y'all for this week. So let's get to it. As y'all know, I am a brand ambassador for the Berry Fab, and if you haven't tried their chocolate dip strawberries, please do so. They are amazing. You're going to want to get them. You're missing out if you haven't gotten them already, if you haven't tried them, but definitely check out those strawberries. Let me see who's joining us. Thank y'all so much for those who are joining us on Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. We really appreciate it, and we'll hope to get to some of y'all's comments as we go through this live today. Also, bear with me, y'all. I am still looking for a moderator for my IG lives. So if y'all know anybody, please send them my way. Like, we need some help over here. I need some help. But as y'all know, we are also welcoming any of those who are out there that have small businesses or businesses that would like to become sponsors, sponsorship opportunities for you to be a part of our show. Send us an email, info@letsvamonos.com. All right, we really appreciate any support we can get from y'all out there. But we're going to get to our community events today, and our community events are sponsored by Local Market and Shop Local Market, where you can eat, drink, and shop anywhere local here in Houston. As y'all know, Shop Local Market is every Saturday and Sunday at Houston Farmers Market off of Airline. If you're interested in joining us, stopping by, getting some shop small local items, food, produce, you name it, they got it out there. Artisans, that's where they're at every Saturday and Sunday, to where they're at today, because y'all, as y'all know, it's 713 day, and there is stuff going on today as well. So if it's too hot on the weekends and you want to do something indoors, come here inside Cameron Ironworks. We do an indoor market every Saturday from 11 to 4. Opportunity to shop the small businesses here, have some coffee from Segundo Favorite, y'all. I really love them. And then also just being out here in the nice tea, as it can be sometimes. It's been hot lately out there, so the AC is struggling today, it seems like. It's struggling a little bit. But today is 713 day, and Shop Local Market is at Bad Astronaut tonight. They're there right now. I'm missing the fun, but no worries. We're going to catch up with them after the interview. So they're going to be there till 10 tonight. It's family friendly. Go have a beer. Go have some good food. I know La Macro food truck's going to be there. DJ Flowerhead's going to be out there on the what do they say, the ones and twos? I feel so old saying that, but that's what they say. Okay, and then also tonight, if you're not aware, if you're familiar with my last guest, Space City Birria Tacos, they're doing Loteria Night every Thursdays. We're going to start sharing every Thursdays. They're going to be doing Loteria Night. So I hear it's a blast out there. We're going to Thursday when I get a day off. I don't know when that'll be just yet, but we're going to try to check it out one Thursday night. But as y'all know, we're going to talk about our July events that are coming up. So Melanin Minds is going to be having their Melanin Minds mental health conference this month between the 28th through the 30th. You're definitely going to want to possibly check it out, get some tickets as soon as possible. I'm not sure if they're sold out yet. We are trying to get them on live to talk about their efforts and what they're doing. A fundraiser at Axelrad, I believe, as well. So go follow them on Instagram, and you'll be able to see all of the wonderful advocacy work they're working on for mental health, for Latinos, for African Americans, the Black community, you name it, they're out there. The next event that's going on is Young Readers HDX, Bright and Blossoming. Is put together a interactive event for kids to come and interact with the community, being fun. This event's going to be on the 22nd, and we'll be having a special feature with her this Sunday. So stay tuned for that. We're really excited about having her on and talking about all the things that she's doing. And then also, let's see, I got some guests here. Hello, hello. I see you, Lizette. Thank y'all so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Go tell your friends that we're going to have Marco from Houston on here in a little bit. Next event that's coming up this August. Vámonos is partnered up with Shop Local Market and also Houston Latina Collaborative. We are doing a National Latina Day event actually here at this location at Cameron Ironworks building. It's an indoor market. We're going to have food. We're going to have music. We're going to have all Latina-owned businesses. We're going to have panelists from the community that are great advocates, great trailblazers in the community. We're super excited about that, to have them and bring them on and talk about all the amazing work they're doing. So stay tuned for that. You're going to want to be a part of that. Save the date. It's August 20th this year. Okay, I think that's all of the community. Oh, wait. Listen with Desiree. So I forgot to, I don't think I have a clip for that. Oh, wait, yes I do. Yes I do. Okay. So as y'all know, I am also listening to other podcasts, other inspirational people out there that are doing things that inspire me. And I want to share that. One of those people is the podcast, Thrive in Life podcast. If you haven't checked it out, this is an all Latino podcast. It's two guys and a girl, actually. They are awesome. They actually had me as their very first guest for their podcast. They've been doing it for a while. They're on every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So they are hustling. They are getting those episodes out. They actually had Fernando Silva on, who is a local Houston local, the native star, that Tejano musician. That was a really cool episode. That was inspiring. So if you're interested, go check them out. But that's what I'm listening to right now. I highly recommend y'all check them out and to support them. But that's pretty much it for all of the community events. We're really excited, though, to bring in our guest in just a second. Let me pull this off. Just give me just a second. And we're going to welcome him. Okay, Marco. As I say, let's vámonos. Let's go. We're going to adjust here, make sure we get everybody in here. Awesome. So how are you?
I'm doing really good.
Awesome. I'm so excited to have you. I felt like it was such, what's the word? I say kismet a lot, but like to have you on for 713 Day. You're Marco from Houston, as a lot of people know you. So I see you as a Houston icon.
Oh, thank you.
Is a Latino Houston icon. So it's really cool to have you on the Pink Couch. But as you know, we like to talk with our guests about, we call it the trending cheeseman.
Right.
Did you see any of my polls in the stories?
Not today, but
okay.
I saw where you were talking to Humberto from Space City, and talking to him about Threads, like the day that Threads came out.
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to get their account before.
Yes, yeah.
On Threads.
Okay.
Marco from Houston.
Marco from Houston on Threads. Let's see. Let's make sure we're not missing anybody. Awesome. There you are, Marco. We appreciate you. We got, Gons. Thank you so much, Gons, for joining. We appreciate your help. Like I said, I'm doing all the behind the scenes stuff as well. But we're going to talk about the trending cheeseman that is going on in the, what is it? I guess the internet world. I don't know what you call it. The interwebs. There you go. The interwebs. And you don't necessarily have to have an opinion.
Right.
And I try to make it light and funny. Like, we don't want to put you in a space where you're like,
I'm going to plead the fifth.
yes, exactly, exactly. But we do want to kind of hear a little bit of male perspective because that's always good as well. So we got some graphics here. So the first one that is trending, I don't know if you're familiar or saw, but Keke Palmer had with Usher, and there was a lot of things going on.
Okay.
So one of the things that was her partner made some comments about her attire for her birthday, and also about her being a mom as well. We're not going to talk about their relationship because that's their relationship, and I'm not really here to talk about other people's relationship. But I'm curious. We did poll our supporters. Does your partner your wardrobe? So 12% said yes, 62% said no, and then 25% said they better not tell me what to wear.
Well, first of all, I'm a little bit old. Palmer is. I know who Usher is.
Yeah.
But I mean, she looks beautiful. I haven't seen this video, so I have no idea what's going on here.
Yes.
I think there's a 50-50 kind of thing. You want to be respectful for your partner, but you also want to express yourself, be at a liberty to express yourself. So yeah. I think it's a little bit of both. It's a balance.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I don't tell my husband anything about his attire. Like if that's what he wants to wear, if he wants to wear a graphic tee, go wear a graphic tee. If I want to wear my vintage clothes, I'm gonna wear my vintage clothes.
Right.
So I think wardrobe is also such a way we express ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, look at me. I'm representing Houston.
Yeah.
Representing UGK and TRILL.
There you go.
So I mean, what you wear is kind of who you are sometimes too.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I go take photos, I have to wear a sports coat or something. Maybe not wear a ball cap. So.
As casual, right?
Yeah.
Super casual. Yeah. So that's what our supporters said. Let's see if we have any comments though. Let's see if anybody's saying anything. I'm on the no side. Certain look, maybe she's kindly saying maybe to reconsider. I hear you, Gons. I hear you. Yes,
I'm not married. I'm single, so I don't have that problem right now. So
well, good for you because now you've set a standard. You got to make sure. Hey, whoever you meet, you partner with, they want to be respectful of your fashion statements.
Right.
Okay, so the next one is a little bit more on the food side because obviously would you consider you're a foodie?
I'm more of I call myself a taco journalist.
Yes.
But yes, I do consider myself in that realm. So.
Yeah. So.
Or other people consider me.
Yes.
And give me the
title. Yeah. So have you heard about the trending Thailand new cheeseburger from Burger King? Have you heard about it?
I have not seen that one. That looks interesting.
Yes. So we poll our supporters. Would you eat the Tyler from Burger King?
Is there a burger in there?
No.
It's
actually,
only cheese.
It's only cheese, actually. It's 100% said no way.
I mean, this morning I made myself some entomatadas, which is basically tortillas, tomate and queso, and I didn't even have any frijoles, so it was basically tortillas and cheese, not exactly quesadillas, but I mean it's one of my favorite foods, so I was happy. But I don't know about a only cheese burger.
It's a real cheeseburger. It's in
interesting.
Thailand.
I can see how maybe some people might gravitate that way. I would say I would pass on.
I feel like that's the representation of Americans, and that's what they think Americans do. Eat a lot of cheese.
100% fat, no protein, no carb. Well, I guess the bun is a carb.
Yeah, it's funny. Let me see here. Welcome, Sonia. We really appreciate you on. Yes, Lizette, that's gross. I don't want to be told how to dress, so I don't tell the hubs how to dress. There you go. We feel ya. All right, we're moving along here. Next one. Let me see. Oh, there it goes. So we polled our supporters. Who's going to watch? I'm not sure if you're familiar with this graphic right here. It says Blue Beetle. So are you familiar with DC coming out with the first Latino comic book superhero movie?
I saw half of this trailer the other day, but I don't know anything about. DC too much. I'm more of a
DC?
Marvel
Yeah.
guy.
Uh-huh.
Besides DC on Batman.
Yeah.
But
Superman.
but yeah, I haven't seen Blue Beetles. I don't know too much about it.
Other
But
than the trailer.
I'll probably watch it.
You'll probably watch it?
My brother David. Shout out to my brother David. I love him so much. But he's a big comics fan on both sides, and he probably knows more about this than I do. And we'll probably go watch it. He likes going to the movies and with my nieces. Rosie and Sophia and my nephew Stevie Ray. So we'll probably go see this.
We definitely want to go see this.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan.
I didn't know that was Latino. I'll definitely go see it.
Yeah.
Now.
So I'm a fan of. Excuse me if I don't say his name right. Xolo Maridueña, and he is actually the main star of the Netflix show Cobra Kai.
Oh, okay.
You ever watched Cobra Kai?
That's the kid.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched it. Although I should. I've heard good things.
Yeah, and he's the lead.
Oh, wow.
Latino. He's the lead.
He's Ralph Macchio's son?
No, he's kind of like a version of what Ralph Macchio.
Oh.
But Ralph Macchio's in the show,
Okay.
but he's kind of like a Latino version of what Ralph Macchio would have
Cool.
been. He's kind of like mimicking what.
That sounds pretty cool. When I was a middle schooler, I was in karate for a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
That was fun.
Yeah. So let's see here. The supporters said 60% yes, we're gonna watch. 20% said no. Percent said never heard of this.
Yeah.
Y'all, we definitely want to support the Latino films out there. I've been really pushing hard on like watching and supporting Latino, not just films, TV shows, anything that is directed and act by Latinos, because especially in English language, because represented, underrepresented, and then also we need to tell our stories. We need to be a part of the conversation. Yeah. So I'm excited for this, y'all. I'm going to put it out there. The goal is to interview him. That's the goal. We're working on it.
Anything can happen.
Yes, we're working on that. But we're really excited about that it's going to be coming out. Let's see what we got here. Coffee with Curls podcast. Thank you so much for joining. Sanya Lilian, Texas Chicas, thank you so much. Thank y'all so much for joining. If I don't get
Comer Sabroso, that's my friend right
Comer
there.
Sabroso. Yes, I've met her. She's awesome. We met her at the what is it? The Texas Latin Restaurants Week.
Yeah, Latin restaurant.
Yeah, that's when we met. Actually, we've become new friends as well. So we're excited.
She's
about
a foodie.
She is a foodie. Yes.
Yeah.
Great
content.
We're super excited to talk with her, hopefully in the future. Let's see here. Okay, so y'all, I'm trying to do all the things here. So, thank you so much for joining us on the Trending Cheeseman. That's a little bit of a little icebreaker, as we like to say. But we also want to know a little bit about you, because this is why we brought you here. And I tried to do as much reading as I could on you, but there's a lot. You've got a lot out there.
Yeah.
And so I like to kind of hear it from the horse's mouth first.
Okay.
So you would like to share maybe that people don't know?
Yeah. So throughout starting in middle school and then throughout middle school, high school, and college, I actually played so prior to picking up a camera, I was a musician and I played saxophone because I wanted to be just like Fito Olivares, who just recently passed away. Yeah. But yeah, I picked up a saxophone. I started playing music. I could read music, write music, and Fito Olivares song. I was very briefly in a Tejano band.
Okay.
We had a few practices and we never played on stage or anything, but that was fun. But I did play some Fito Olivares songs, and it was it was my dream, to play. I didn't think I was gonna, go on to be like Grupo Firme or Grupo Frontera or anything like that, or even play in a huge Astrodome or anything. But I thought I could play some Party in the Plaza or something like that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So yeah, also I wish I could get back into it.
Yeah.
I probably could.
You probably could.
Yeah.
You sound like you're creative with now you just told me about the music and the photography and the food, so it sounds like you could probably get right.
I can't draw. Again, that's my brother David, drawing and architecture and other stuff. Mm-hmm. That's the drawing right there. That's the creative side on that side of the family. I'm more of a photography and food and not even cooking. I can't cook, but I can eat.
That's funny. So we comment about the saxophone.
Uh-huh.
So when I was in junior high, I actually played the tenor sax.
Nice.
Yes.
I was alto sax.
Yes. Let me tell you why I played the tenor sax. Because the tenor sax is like this.
It's a big one, yeah.
My brother played it.
Oh, nice.
So it was like, okay, well, we're going to let you hand me down, right? Because we can't afford to give you another
Well, then there's
one.
the baritone sax, which is the bigger one.
Yeah.
And I played that for a little bit too.
Yeah.
That was fun. That one's hard though, because it's so heavy.
I only played for my 6th and 7th, I think, and then that was it. I was done. But my brother also played. He was actually probably a little bit more talented than I was on the tenor sax because it was so big. I was like, I want the little one.
The soprano is nice too.
Yeah.
That's in the same key as the tenor.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's a great fun fact. I hope y'all didn't miss that because if you're gonna have to watch it later.
Maybe I'll serenade y'all one day with some saxophone.
Yeah, we'll have to do like a Marco Unplugged. Let's see, we got some comments here. The new Dolores Roadshow is good. You should watch it if you haven't. Okay. Teresita Torres, you can cook?
That's my sister.
Oh, you can cook?
Yeah.
So she's saying you can cook.
I guess more breakfast. I can't. And yesterday I did cook some fajitas and some tacos and stuff. So I can cook a little bit. Very rudimentary, entry level stuff.
Yeah.
Cortar la carne, season it, and some tortillas, you know.
Anybody that helped you learn how to do that?
My dad.
Oh,
Well, my mom, my grandmother, for sure, before they passed away, I learned a lot from them. I was never the one cooking, but I was always helping prep, cutting the stuff, flipping the tortillas, and stuff. But they were doing all the cooking. So definitely my mother and my grandmother, may they rest in peace. But my dad now, he'll wake up and he'll say, he'll make some papas con huevo or whatever. I'll try.
Yeah, my favorite dish to cook is breakfast. I can make some mean, over easy eggs. I really can. And people think that
I try.
People think it's hard, but it's easy. But it's actually there's a trick to it. You got to learn.
Well, I bought a nice non-stick pan
there you
for
go.
the eggs because all my eggs were sticking. I was like, no.
Yeah.
So I got like a nice chef's pan non-stick, and it works out.
You know what I use for the non-stick? But bacon grease.
Oh.
A lot of bacon grease.
I eat bacon grease.
That's what my dad.
Straight up.
That's what my
take
dad.
shots.
That's what my dad would tell me. Just get the bacon grease, and it'll make it easy, super easy. Excuse me, guys. My throat's dry. But yeah, that's awesome. But we want to talk a little bit also about kind of how you've grown into this journey of yours becoming a taco journalist. You are on the team right now.
Team TRILL,
TRILL.
with Bun B and Nick Scarfield and everybody with the TRILL burgers. I've been part of that group for a long time, and I'm blessed every time they have me shoot any photos for them or with them, travel with them. I was just talking to Bun B earlier today about doing a trip to New York, maybe coming soon. So I've traveled the world with him, Japan, Canada, all over the U.S., Mexico. So
that's
amazing,
awesome.
amazing person, amazing Houstonian. Shout out to I've loved I love Houston as much as anybody else, but he might love it a little bit more because he is one of the biggest and best people we have out there. So.
I had the opportunity to go to the event where he spoke for I don't remember the exact
Idea Generation
at
the White House Musical. Yeah.
Yes,
so I got hired to take photos for that one.
Yeah.
And which is great because this is somebody that I work with that I know, and if anybody's going to be able to the media, I want it to be me. So.
Yeah.
And they wanted it to be me. That's how much they kind of trust in what I do. So
that's awesome.
And it was cool to work that event for them. So.
And it was cool to be there, to be a guest, and to sit there. I left that event very wow, inspired.
A lot of people did, and it was really cool seeing because I've seen and I've heard him speak for years. Different events. Literally been on stage concerts at his shows thousands of times over the years, and I never get tired of it, but I forget that some people aren't as lucky as I am. So seeing everybody enamored with his story and his determination was very, I had a lot of friends there, and they even told me I can't believe you work with him on an almost daily basis. Yeah. It's he's just amazing.
Yeah.
I'll never get tired of hanging out with him.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity. I got invited by my girl, one of Leon's always do, because she always invites me to all the cool things that are happening in Houston. And so I was just like, I thought I was just gonna get a burger. Honestly, I had no idea.
The funny thing is, I didn't even know they were giving away trophies. I didn't think they purposely didn't put it on the flyer or put it on the RSVP because they wanted people to come just to hang out and then that was like the bonus. Oh, by the way, you're here, you're gonna get a free Trill burger.
I know.
I think if they would have put it on the flyer, I think we would have had like a couple more Trill capacity.
Yeah.
It was full, but it wasn't like you couldn't move around.
No.
It was a perfect amount of people there.
Yeah.
And the photos look great.
Yes, for sure. So let's talk a little bit. We were chatting behind the scenes, and you were telling me you're from the north side.
Yeah, so I was born in Matamoros, Tamaulipas, which is right across the border from Brownsville, Texas. When I was literally a baby, my mom and dad moved to Houston. We started out here in the East End.
Okay.
Right by Ninfas Records. And then once Teresa and David were born, they're twins. I'm the oldest of four.
Okay.
So once the twins were born, we moved up to the north side because we needed a bigger house.
Okay.
And we've been in the north side ever since.
Yeah.
And then my youngest brother Angel, he came along, and then we've been Northsiders true and true. Airline, Parker, Tidwell, Little York, all that.
Yeah, that's awesome. We love that. We all parts of Houston. I love that. When I learned that about you, I was like, oh, that's so cool, because everybody thinks like we're in the East End, so we just do East End people. No. Anybody, like wherever part of Houston you're from, or not, even if you're not from Houston.
Yeah.
You're
we love the East End, though. I'll tell you that.
You're more than welcome here on the Pink Couch. So when you were growing up and, kind of learning about, what you like, what you don't like, all those things, right? We kind of go through our experiences. Did you ever be one talking about tacos to your community?
I never thought of it that way. I mean, there were very many avenues to express yourself as there are now. Now with social media and with blogs and with websites and other things being readily available, it's easier now to get the word out. I guess before, obviously you have to either write for a newspaper or for a magazine or something like that. And happy that I've actually been able to do a little bit of both. So I started taking photos for the Houston Press in 2009. But even before that, I started taking photos with the professional camera in like 2005.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. And then, but, and then that was before, back then, I think all we had was Twitter.
Oh.
And then like Facebook. Maybe. But then once Instagram came, social media just popped off. And then you got Snapchat, and now you have, TikTok. I just got on TikTok maybe less than a year ago. And it was because, my sister and my nieces are on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I want to see kind of what they're into.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, they send me videos and stuff. Some of the things that, especially some of the music, because I also write about music.
Okay.
For the Houston Press, I go to concerts and I write reviews and I take photos. So it's trending. They will they'll hear it on TikTok first. Or even I'll hear it on TikTok or on Reels first.
Right.
And then I'll hear it like on the radio or on YouTube. So it's very interesting the way information moves now. Where before, like I said, you get it from a magazine or something. Or the radio, And now it's social media. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting to see that evolution.
Yeah, for sure. And it's also, I'm sure, helps your let's see what we got here. We got Glam by Emily. Hey guys. Hey, we definitely want y'all to drop some questions. So if y'all have any questions, definitely drop them down below and we'll get to them as soon as possible. I'm going to go ahead and put this up so y'all know. So share with us any questions or comments that y'all want, so we'll get to them. And because obviously I like to ask the questions, but I like our audience, our supporters out there to interact. And I want them to is that we get to know what y'all are doing and what y'all are interested in and what y'all want to know about Marco. And also, so currently right now, you currently do work for the Houston Chronicle?
Yeah, so I'm a full-time freelancer, so which means that I'm not on staff. anywhere of the outlets that I shoot for or write for.
Right.
So I currently freelance for the Houston Press, Cron. So Houston Chronicle and the Cron, two separate entities. The Houston Chronicle is the paid subscriber part, and then the Cron is a free site.
Okay.
So I have a column on the Cron side called Tacos y Más. I also freelance for Culture Map and Houstonian Magazine.
That's awesome.
As far as the media side, now I also get hired by a lot of restaurants or media companies or PR companies or anybody who needs photos for their restaurant or their cafe. Artists.
Do they want reviews too?
Well, I have worked as a consultant.
Yeah.
Where people have me in and say, hey, this is part of the new menu that we're rolling out. I want your honest opinion. So I will go and, be treated to some sort of food or drink and give my honest opinion. And I have submitted invoices for that, which is crazy to me. I never would have thought that that'd be part of my life or part of my income. But I mean, I'm all for what I can do to help. I'm here to do that.
Yeah. So this is Latin Restaurants Week, as some of y'all might know. We had Space City Birria Tacos on last week, Humberto Martinez, and then I was like, oh, we're gonna have a taco journalist. Like we're getting all real foodie here. So since I have you, you're a taco connoisseur. So I want to know, because I am curious about how to eat birria tacos.
Okay.
So I'm a I call myself an original tech. Birria tacos wasn't something I grew up with.
So birria tacos has been around obviously for a long time, going back centuries in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
It's slow cooked meat. Traditionally, it's made out of goat.
Okay.
So they usually make it in an oven that's in a hole in the ground.
Right.
It's a pozo. They call it a pozo, and it's slow cooked with some salt and some spices, and then they serve it. They serve it like as a soup. They give it to you in the consommé, and then the carne is in the consommé, and they give you the tortillas on the side, and you just kind of make your own tacos.
Yeah. Here, though,
in the United States, most people don't use goat because the goat is a little bit more gamey, has a little bit different taste. So many people in the U.S., they gravitate more towards the beef. So they use brisket or other types of beef and slow cook it, and then make the consommé, and then make it into a taco. Well, the trend birria that you see on Instagram started it started in Tijuana, and then it made its way up to San Diego, to Los Angeles, and then the trend started coming this way.
right.
And it's delicious. I mean, it's slow cooked carne tortilla. It can also be a quesabirria, which is a birria taco with queso melted on it. And then they usually give you a cup of consommé, and you dip the taco in the consommé, and then you eat it like that.
Yeah.
There is a gentleman, there's a place called TJ Birria y Más, which is in the Heights. It's off of Durham, and they do ramen, birria ramen. So they'll do a cup of noodle ramen with birria in it, and then you just go and eat it like that. So it's delicious.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, super
that sounds
delicious.
really good. Yeah, so I was getting some when I went to go eat one time with a friend. She was giving me kind of some like, well, in Mexico they don't really, you really drink this, or you do more of a sopa. Us, Mex-Tex, we're dipping or whatever, or the Americans, right? They're dipping. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, either way, it's all really good. Like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, I would say there's no wrong way to eat a taco, but I mean, I've seen some people have like the tacos and eat it like horizontally instead of the ways. So I mean, there is a wrong way to eat a taco, but as long as you're having a good time, as long as you're nourishing your body, then you should be fine.
Yeah, for sure. I love tacos. I am definitely down for tacos anytime. I guess I'm kind of like one of those people that I grew up eating that as well. Even though I am third generation. That's just part of my life as well.
Right.
And I didn't get to get so my grandmother, God rest her soul, she used to make homemade tortillas.
Oh, yeah.
And when I came around though, she was retired. She didn't make
them. It takes a lot.
She didn't make them anymore.
It takes a lot to do it right, and it's a lot of it. Well, I don't know about a lot of ingredients, but you have to get your certain ingredients and make it taste good. My mother had a good recipe. My grandmother did too. My sister knows how to make tortillas. Even though now we'll probably either get them at El Bolillo Bakery or at what we did the other day. We got them at HEB. But yeah, shout out to the people who still make the tortillas hechas a mano because they're delicious.
Yes, for sure. I love them when I can get them at home, homemade. We got Atta Girl saying happy 713. Thank you. Let's see, Atta Girl in I don't, how do you say that?
Ada Girl.
But this word, right?
Oh, in Coahuila we eat lonches. Goat birria in a small bolillo with pico de gallo. Beautiful memory of my childhood. That's delicious. Yeah, lonches. Lonches are a big thing. It's basically a sandwich, and it's delicious. And
Okay.
I mean, in the taco realm, you have, obviously you have flautas, you have burritos, sopes, gorditas. I mean, the list is endless.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah, I'm always hungry. So.
Oh, that's funny. So in Mexico, when you go, like, do you try to find new spots as well out there? Like, do you get to go there real often?
I go to Mexico City pretty often. I love going and exploring. Really, if you see, which is the carne rotating, you're gonna want to stop because it's probably gonna be delicious. But then when I was there recently in February, there was a lady on the corner, and her little stand was called Jenny's Quesadillas, and you went and you just, how many quesadillas? Oh, quiero dos quesadillas of carne or papa or. And she'll just make it there and give it to you. And it's like, and there's a long line of people just waiting to get their quesadillas.
Oh, wow.
It's delicious.
Awesome. Yeah. Have you recently, I feel like I'm kind of shocked that no one's pitched like a reality food show for you, like to go and try all the food because, Eva Longoria just had a show on CNN called, I get the name wrong here. I think it was like the Taste of Mexico or Finding Mexico. Finding Mexico. And she went out to do some food stuff.
Well, we did Orlando Briones and Christian Briones, mutual friends of ours. We did right after the pandemic or during the pandemic, we tried to do like a taco segment called Tacos Rule Everything Around Me. And we got around to doing a couple of interviews and a couple of spots. I think we did a total of 5.
Okay.
And I think episodes we might have done 2 or 3. It's just after the pandemic started slowing down, then we both got super busy.
Yeah.
So we have all this footage, but we had nobody to edit it, and we had a sponsor left, and then so just things happen.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of footage out there of me eating tacos that will may or may not see the light of day.
Hopefully we do see it because it took them.
There are a couple episodes on YouTube that Orlando and Christian worked on. And then I was the host, and we did some voiceovers and stuff like that. Yeah. So that footage is out there.
Yeah. And it took it took them 11 years just to do the movie journey. So hey, never.
They do film in 4K or 8K or whatever it is, 10K now. Yeah. And they get good audio. So hey, we may see it on YouTube one of these days.
Well, if y'all have any questions, we're gonna give y'all one more chance to ask some questions for Marco. But thank y'all so much for all that are joining. We see you, CJ Torres, Brazos Soap Supply. Hey, Brandon, we appreciate you coming on. Let's see it. Liz, I don't know how to say your name. Baby Blogger, I'm sorry we missed you up there much, babe. RS Photography, V Perez Negron. Let's see, who else did I miss? Soulflier, So Creative. Yeah, we really appreciate all y'all joining on here and coming on here, but we want some questions. So if you drop some questions down below, we'll get to them. In the meantime, I'm gonna just keep talking, right? We'll just keep talking and chatting. Do you have a favorite, like, what is it? There's always comfort food in America, right? Yeah. Do you have a favorite comfort food for yourself, of like a Mexican dish, though, like, or something that you like, something that you for comfort?
Besides tacos?
Besides tacos, yeah.
Maybe like mole.
Okay.
Mole has always been interesting to me because, it's pollo, it's chicken, but then you put this amazing sauce on it, and if you do it right, then the pollo is sitting there for a couple of hours cooking and marinating, and then when you get it with some arroz and some tortillas, and you put it all together, and you kind of make your own tacos from there. Yeah. Mole has always been one of my favorites. but yeah, really,
Mostly tacos.
mostly tacos. Tortas are a big favorite of mine. Like I said earlier, my mom and my grandmother would make entomatadas and something called sincronizadas, which you put a little between the tortillas. Yeah, just comfort food that my mom and my grandmother and my madrina would make us. My dad makes a really good caldo de res, caldo de pollo,
yes, yes.
even in this heat.
Yes.
You know, one day we'll get home and there's a big plata, and we're like, okay.
My mom just made caldo de
Yeah.
pollo, like literally like last Saturday, and it was hot and sweaty, and she was like, "You want some?" I was like, "Yes, I just need some food. I'm starving. I'm not gonna turn down."
But in the summer, some sandia, some limon and tajin.
Yes,
That's amazing.
yes, that hits real good. Have you been to the sushi restaurant here?
I love Sochi. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I just treated my mom to a birthday dinner there, and so a childhood memory that I have, my mother's family is from San Luis Potosí, and so as a kid when we would go to Mexico, that's what we would eat is mole.
Yeah.
But it didn't sound as wonderful. We was like, and then there was like also green mole.
Yeah, different types of Mexico have different types of mole. So you have the green mole, you have the mole poblano, then you have the colorado, which is more Puebla. So yeah, there's different kinds of mole in different places. Mole can have up to like 20 or 30 ingredients. So each chef or each cook has their own little secret recipe.
Yeah.
And it changes from state to state, from city to city, or from restaurant to restaurant. It changes.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and when we were there at all the different types, it was amazing. You know, unfortunately, we weren't adventurous enough to try, but we did have other wonderful things to eat. And but next time I'm gonna try it out. It was we love Chef Hugo.
Yeah.
He's amazing, and we like going to eat at his restaurants. My husband says, "Go Dynamo."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cool thing was about the Dynamo, cool story is the first championship that they won, they had the celebration at City Hall.
Okay.
Well, I photographer to the championship, and I was able to take photos, and got my photo with the trophy and everything. The second year, I actually was on assignment for the Houston Press to take photos of and I had more trouble getting into the second year celebration when I was actually approved credentials than the first year.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
But yeah, I love going out to a Dynamo game. It's really cool, and they have Trill burgers at the Dynamo games now.
Oh yes, my husband did say that.
And there's I forget the elotes and churros at the Dynamo game.
Is it elotes like?
Yeah, I think they do elote en maso.
In the cup.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's delicious though.
Y'all are making me hungry. Yes, for sure. Yeah, my husband told me about the Trill burgers because he knew that I had tried them, and I was like, "Did you get one?" He's like, "No, I didn't get an opportunity." He's like, "I knew there was gonna be a long line, probably." Yeah, but that's crazy. That's so cool. I love all your stories. I love everything you've been sharing with us. For Latinos out there that are watching this, especially here on Vámonos, we talk about inspiring the future generation and also advocating for our community. What would you like to share with the young community that is, maybe feeling like, they're a little like off track. They don't know exactly where, maybe they've just graduated from, a lot of kids have just graduated from high school, right? And they're trying to figure out what their next step is. And it's wisdom consejos.
I mean, I get asked to do career days a lot, either at middle schools or high schools. And one of the things that I tell them is, obviously education is important. Whether it's traditional, either 2-year or 4-year university or college, community college. I worked at Houston Community College for years and years, and my mother did as well. Helped a lot of people through that school. But if not, maybe a technical school, either art institute or a culinary. You're interested in food, working as a chef. If you're interested in photography or music, you can always do a little bit of both. Do your school and then maybe do your hobby on the side. And once you get better and better and get more traction, do what I did, where you can leave your day job and start doing your photography or your creative side as a full time.
Yeah.
I left my day job in 2013, and I haven't looked back. I've been doing photography and social media and other things ever since. Do I wish I still had the regular paycheck coming in every week or every 2 weeks? Yeah, of course. I do miss the money that I was making.
Right.
I also worked in oil and gas after college, but I love being a creative. I love working for myself. I love, like you said, inspiring other people to follow their dreams.
Yeah.
So I would say, hey, it's plan for you. You make your own plan.
Yeah.
Whether it's, like you said, traditional college or university, maybe something untraditional. Maybe you save up some money and go travel the world. I mean, hey, go see the world. That's as much as an education as sitting in a classroom is.
That's very true. That's very true. I love the words that you shared with us today. I have a 9-year-old right now who really is wanting to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
We're teaching him how to cut. We're teaching him how to cook things. He's like, let me help you. He wants to help. He wants to do so. We're here to guide them, and just try to make sure that they, because I grew up too as well. Like, my family was like, get an education, get a good job, something stable, something with insurance.
Yeah.
All those things that we sometimes take for granted. And in the long run, I think as Latinos that it's in our blood to be creative. Like for me specifically, I left my 9-to-5 just 2.5 years ago, and so it's been a big difference, right?
Right.
To jump from one lifestyle to another. But I've been probably the most happiest, the most just like feeling like I'm doing so much also for my community as well, being a part of sharing the voices of community here and just being able to come on. Let's see here. Yes, preach, Marco, preach. Oh yeah,
Well, it's one of those things where, like, when I was at my day job, I was waking up early, sitting in traffic for an hour or more, going to work, doing something I didn't like to do with people I didn't really enjoy working with, and then going home and sitting in traffic again. It's like, okay, I was over, and then in the meantime, I was doing my photography at night, and on the maybe I should put my energy, 100% of my energy into this, and not worry about sitting in traffic or, So that's kind of what I did, and it's worked out, luckily. Yeah. I'm also single. I don't have any kids, so it's a little bit different for other individuals who have to, obviously stay in the corporate world or whatever, and keep up with your family. But luckily, I've been able to, sustain myself, and
it's not impossible.
Oh yeah.
But it does take some time, right?
It does for sure.
One last question before we leave, and let me make sure I don't miss any questions that are coming through. Raspado Experts, thank you for joining. They have amazing raspas. Oh, y'all, check them out if y'all can. They are also on the north side, I believe, as well. I think there's
a few of them around
Little York.
Little York.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them around the city. I've seen them around. So
I love this. Very inspiring. Thank you, P. Perez Negron. Thank you so much. Houston Happily Balloon. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate y'all. One last question. So actually, me and my mom's kind of helps me behind the scenes as well. She was like giving me some ideas just today. So I'm going to ask you, because this is something that she thought would be a cool question to ask our guests as Latinos. What is your favorite part about being Latino?
I think it comes down to family. I'm very close to my family. I just see other cultures, and they're like, oh, you're 18, get out of the house. And they don't have a connection with their parents or their siblings, and it's very kind of strange to me. I don't look down on it, but it's just a different thing that I'm used to. My mother was one of 11 kids, and my father is one of 10 kids. So I have a million cousins, and those cousins have kids.
Yeah.
And those kids have kids. So it's like my family's huge, but it's cool that we go to all these birthdays and all these baptisms and all these things and
family gatherings.
Yeah,
it's very important.
So and along with family comes other things. Comes food and music and sports. A lot of my family, they're really into soccer. Rosie and Sophia, they do. My nieces, they do soccer, and then we love going to baseball games. So it's something that we like to. I travel with my dad in cities and in Mexico and in New York and in LA and other places. So it's cool to have like that family bond
Yeah.
to kind of keep you grounded.
Yeah.
Because it's not always about making money or your career, or even though I am single, I don't have a family of my own on that end, but I have my family around me that keeps me grounded and keeps me sane. So.
Yeah, we need those families
Yeah.
around too. I have that with my mom. Grounded. She definitely tells me, hey, cálmate, cálmate. She just is one of those people that, but I appreciate it as well. Well, let me make sure. I don't want to miss anybody. Like I said, I don't want to miss anybody. Any questions? Let's see. Atta girl, love your passion and dedication. You do inspire. Thanks for helping make Houston awesome. Thank you, Atta girl. We really appreciate y'all out there. If we don't have any more questions, no worries. And if you want to chime in later, we'll be live throughout the week as well. We'll share the highlights, and then you'll also be able to catch it later on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram later this week. Anything else?
I would just say, if y'all have any other taco recommendations or questions for Les Vámonos or for myself, you can find us on Instagram, Marco from Houston.
And at Let's Vámonos on
And
IG.
yeah, we're always, I know you are, we're always open to, answer any questions, get any advice, or, just try to help out as much as we can.
Yeah.
We don't take our platform for granted.
No.
We love, like you said, helping people, and if you have a question or whatever, just let us know.
Yeah,
Reach out.
And also, through this, I'm trying to also let our Latino communities to know that it's okay to ask for help sometimes,
for sure.
right? And it's okay to ask questions, and it's okay to this is an opportunity to connect with people that are willing to share, open to all of that. But we want to just say thank y'all so much to everybody on here. Again, we really appreciate y'all as always, and thank y'all for the love and support. Let's vámonos.